How's it going, Jeremiahans? In today's video, I will be teaching you how to set up your Casio CT-X700 and your CT-X800, as well as the most essential and basic operations you should know about this keyboard that you have. Let's start off with how to set your main voice. So all you need to do is have a look at your 600 available tones on the right side panel of your keyboard. And to select your voice, all you need to do is ensure that tone is selected, and you then punch in the corresponding number that you want. So over here, number 21 to number 53 are your electric pianos. So you can then just punch in 0, 2, 1, and it would change to an electric piano. And you can use your plus and minus button to increment or move to the different piano voices and electric piano voices. The next function you should know is how to select the rhythms. You have 195 rhythms that is grouped into various categories and genre. So all you need to do is head over here, press your rhythm button, and select which of the rhythm or style that you need to use. In this case, for example, if you want one of the ensemble or orchestral styles, you would then just press 160 on your keypad. And it would change to one of the orchestral or ensemble styles. After you have set your rhythm, the next thing you want to do is set how fast or how slow you're going to play your music, and that is where tempo comes in. All you need to do is punch in this tempo button here. The screen will show to tempo, and all you need to do is just punch the corresponding number of the tempo. But you want to make sure that you do it quick enough, because it will default back to whichever you previously selected if you're not quick enough. So you need to make sure that you do it quick. Tempo 0, 8, 0, and it will change the tempo to a slower speed. Now let's talk about how to layer voices on your Casio CT-X700 and your Casio CT-X800. What you want to do first is go through your main tone and select your main tone. In this case, we want one of the electric pianos. And all you need to do is head over to your layer button here, and when you press it down, if you look at your screen here, a little U2 icon would appear. This is to tell you that whatever voice is displayed right here on screen is actually for the second layer. So right now, mellow strings is the default, and then you can change it to anything that you want. And then when you play it, so that is electric piano plus your bright strings as a two-layer voice here. So to turn off layer, all you need to do is press it again, and you will see that U2 would disappear and only U1 is available. That's showing you that only one voice layer is active. Do you want to learn to play the keyboard with chords like this? I have a proven step-by-step chords design for Yamaha, Casio, and Korg keyboards that will help you to do that. At the end of this course, I will teach you everything you need to know to just open up a music book and start playing your favorite tunes with lush accompaniment rhythms with minimal effort. I will teach you to read music, play chords, and use the different sounds and rhythms on your keyboard. Check out the links in the description below for more information. Another thing you want to know is after you select your rhythm, if you find that your rhythm is too loud or too soft, you have to head over to your function button over here, and then what you need to do is use your left and right arrow keys and shift it until you find the word ACOMPVOL, which stands for accompaniment volume. From here, you can raise up the volume using your plus and minus button. 127 will be the loudest, and as you move down, it becomes softer. If you want to play with your backing track, your accompaniment, your full orchestration, you have to make sure that accompaniment mode is turned on. And when you press this button here on screen, it would show this icon that says accompaniment mode is on. It is a toggle switch, so as you press it multiple times, it would turn on and off. From here, to start the rhythm, you have a couple of choices. One way is to use the start and stop button. Press once to start, press once more to stop. The other way is to use the synchro start button here. So this synchro start button is sharing the same button function as a single button with the ending. If you press this when no rhythm is running, it would function as a synchro start, and if you look at the screen, little dots would tell you that the keyboard is waiting for you to play a chord. If you play anything on the right side of the keyboard, no rhythm will start, but the minute you play a chord on the left side of your keyboard, it will detect the chords you're playing and play an accompanying rhythm with it. You can see the chords. Every one of these 195 rhythms here comes with 2 different variations. On top of the different variations, you also get 2 different fill-ins that you can trigger. Fill-ins are basically little drum rolls and musical breaks between your different rhythm variations here. So let's start by pressing Synchro Start, and we start with the first one, the normal variation. You can tell it is the normal variation because on screen N is blinking. If I switch to V here, variation, it would show V is active, so it would play with the variation. Normally, it's good practice to start with N, which is the less busy option of the rhythm, and then in the chorus, follow up with the busier variation. So to change the variation, all you need to do is first trigger your chords here. So right now, it's on the normal variation of the rhythm, and if you press this button again, it would do a little drum fill before continuing on with the normal rhythm. You can also press a fill and then quickly switch to a variation. You can see that after the fill, it has gone to a variation, and you can also trigger the other variation fill here as well. Every rhythm in here comes with an intro and an ending that has been programmed in the factory. To trigger the intro, all you need to do is press your synchro start, and it will show that it's blinking, and following that, you press your intro button, and it will show that it is waiting for you to trigger an intro. You can see a little eye icon over here, and then when you play a chord, it is triggering a little intro. As long as the intro is playing, the eye will be active here. At the end of the intro, you realize that it goes to N, which is to signify that the intro has already ended. While the rhythm is playing and you press this button here, it will not function as a synchro start, it will function as an ending button. You can tell that it has gone for an ending. Look at the E icon on screen. After you have set up all your sounds, your rhythm, your tempo, all your layers, and everything that you want to set, you want to make sure that you can store it into one of the registration preset buttons here for easy recall. So firstly, let's look at this bank button here. As you press that button, you can tell that it actually cycled through 8 different banks. So within each of these 8 banks, you get 4 buttons. So that is 4 times 8 number of available slots for you to store your settings. What you want to do is ensure that you are in the correct bank that you want to store your setting. For example, if I want to store my setting in bank number 7 and in button number 3, what I need to do is press the bank button multiple times until I am in bank number 7. Once I am in bank number 7, I only have to press and hold the store button and press number 3 at the same time. And you can tell that the screen will tell me that it has been stored into bank 7 free. And to recall that setting very quickly, all I need to do is ensure that I am in the correct bank, which right now is bank 7. And when I press button number 3 over here, look at the screen, it will recall bank 7 button number 3.